Conflict of interest cases in legal malpractice in Massachusetts. Good afternoon. My name is Neil Burns. I'm a lawyer here in Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm going to talk a little bit this afternoon about conflict of interest in the context of legal malpractice. We were quoted in Lawyers Weekly on this issue because I think I said something to the nature of lawyers are often too wise, or they think they're too clever, and they can get over the conflict issue and therefore represent both sides. So conflict of interest is when you represent both sides, or you try to. We've had many cases like this in legal malpractice, and it's clearly wrong. It happens sometimes in car accident cases when a lawyer tries to represent the passenger and the driver when the driver has some fault in the accident. It happens when a lawyer says, well, I can represent the ex-wife or the ex-husband even though I represented the spouse before. It happens in bankruptcy cases. We've had when the lawyer says I can represent the ex-spouse or somebody that's associated with a business that was formerly in bankruptcy. And it's clearly wrong. And some of the big firms do it. Some of the small firms do it because they get away with it a lot and they can make some money representing someone else, and they don't think it's a huge problem. Sometimes they know it should be a problem. They don't do it. It's not typically one of the firms that checks their conflicts and realizes that there's a conflict and then says, sorry, we can't represent you. Goodbye. That's usually not the case. Usually they try to go beyond their limits, beyond their abilities, and there's a conflict. Again, we've done this many, many times. And the insurance defense firms and the malpractice insurance carriers, for some reason, fight this very hard in malpractice cases. If you think you're a victim of this type of case, a conflict of interest case, call Burns & Jan. We're effective and we're aggressive, and we've done this over and over again against the biggest firms in Boston, and we will represent you aggressively and effectively. Don't hesitate to give us a call. It's a free initial consultation. Again, conflict of interest occurs when a lawyer or law firm tries to represent both sides in a conflict, or over time represents both sides. The conflict can be waived and documents can be signed, and sometimes that works and sometimes it really doesn't. If you think you're a victim, give us a call. Burns & Jan, 617-227-7423. Thank you.